Hello world! This is Group 5. I'm Caitlin Pettit, and our game is Minesweeper. So the purpose of Minesweeper is to clear the cells without hitting a mine. In Lesson 2, we started out by creating the Minesweeper package, the Minesweeper class, and the main method for the Minesweeper class. We then created two functions. This one was called getName, and the second one was called displayHelp.
Hello, my name is Lana Rumrell, and in the getName and the displayHelp class, they were pretty straightforward, pretty simple, and very short. And they are located, as Caitlin said, within the Minesweeper class. And in the getName, we use the scanner input to print out this line that says enter your name. And in order for us to use that scanner input, we had to import the scanner utility at the beginning of our program. And then the system waits for the user to input their name. And then the next function that is called is the displayHelp function. And it says welcome, and then it adds the name that the user input from this function. And then it prints out these instructions.
All right, so this is Rich Bell. So the variables that Lana was referring to are these, in the Minesweeper class. They're two string variables, string name and string instructions. We initialize those at the beginning of the class. The instructions is statically set as click on the squares but don't hit the mines. The name variable, it's going to get that in the function that Lana talked about. So then moving on to what we worked on for Lesson 3 in our paired programming assignment, we did is we created a new function inside of the options menu. And inside this options menu, we created a function called getDifficulty.
Okay, and this is Desi Page. Within our options menu class, we set up 3 different type variables. We have a string, and we have some ints, and we have some shorts in here. And some of these are set to actual values. And as we go down, we can see that these variables are used to do calculations. Our width is set at 9 and our height is set by 9 down here. And then we did a simple width times height to equal our cells, and then it will do a system.out.println, and we'll say the board has 91 cells. And we'll see that run as towards the end when you can see our program work.
Hi, my name's Megan Shannon. So I'm going to go over logical operators. As a logical operator, we used the double equal sign in 2 if and 2 else if statements. You can see it here where if choice is set to easy, which means if the choice variable is set to is filled with easy, it will run the system.out.print run easy board. And if it's not, if it's set to medium or hard, it'll skip that if statement and do the else if statement if it's set to medium, or the other else if statement if it's set to hard. Otherwise, if it's set to something totally different, it will run the else statement, which will print out an error message asking you to run the easy, medium, or hard.
Jake Anderson here. The last part of our program today we wanted to talk about was basically what's going on right here in this block of text. What we've got up here is the user's presented an option to choose the difficulty, whether it's going to be easy, medium, or hard. That variable is saved as a string. You can see board size is this, indiff equals board size as a string, and then we're going to run this loop. And while a true value is given, then it will pass on down to the Boolean if-then statements, and if not, then it will display this error. But what's going on here is we actually have a string being converted into an integer. Right there, the integer parse int becomes the choice, and then that choice value is the one that we saw later on if that becomes easy, medium, or hard. I wanted to run that for you real quick, so let's bring NetBeans over here. So when we click run, we've got our difficulty box that we see pop right up. Let's choose 2 for medium. And click OK. And then down here you can see that the board has, it's the medium board that we just ran, has 256 cells. And then earlier we talked about entering your name. Go ahead and do that. And there are the instructions that just popped up. Welcome, Jake. You know, don't die in the mines. This board is yay big. We see we have a wins and losses calculated here. It's asking me to choose my difficulty again. And this will be a little calculation on the chance that you're going to die in your first hit, because here in communist America, you can very much die on your first hit.